Philip Clegg, what is the status on Darlene and Samuelson?
Darlene will be in. Samuelson, no. So,
Still in concussion protocol?
I don't know exactly what we term it other than upper body right now. So we weren't in the building yesterday, and we'll get more this morning now. This morning was all preparation for the game for us, and now as the medical team has time to reevaluate things, I'll get a report after.
Was Clay just brought up so you guys could have this happen?
Yeah. So he'll be an extra today.
Without a practice yesterday, Don, how do you go about preparing for an opponent that you obviously don't see very often and just a different kind of team, I guess?
Yeah, we haven't seen him, but the preparation for me is what can we take from last game that we need to be better? What were we good at that we need to replicate, and what do we need to be better at? And teams through the league. First of all, every team in the league is good. It's the NHL, and secondly, lots of teams have overlapping systems. 1-2-2 here, aggressive here, not aggressive there, and so you can get a feel obviously through a pre-scout of that. But today, like every other day, is about us executing. We didn't skate yesterday. Usually when the guys have a day off, it takes till the third drill in a practice or fourth drill before they actually look like they wake up. So that was my challenge to the group today. Do what you need to do to get your body ready to go at puck drop. Again, we reviewed clips from the other day where we need to be better. And that is what we need to focus on today, how executing what we need to do better in the areas we need to be better.
What does Henry need to get back to play the way he's established himself over the years, I guess?
His challenge has always been just consistency, and with him, it's usually when he's off, he can't get himself back in the game as well. It's not, when he's off, it's usually the game. It's not a situation. So for him, I thought when he came out, the last game he played, he wasn't consistent at all through that game, and the game before he was dropping a little bit, but he did have 4 or 5 games in a row really good. So you hope you pull him out, you give him a breath, he catches his breath, and he can come back in and be steady through the whole game. He's got to be a steady, reliable, defending defenseman that can, when he keeps things simple offensively, it can be effective, very effective there. But you got to do it consistently.
You can't take any team lightly, given where you are right now. But this game and Wednesday are both kind of similar, and you're playing two opponents that are just brutal in the standings and having a brutal time of it. What is the mentality you're looking for from your team in both of these games?
Be decisive, be aggressive, be assertive, command where you command, pressure. So all of the things that you want to do any night, do them with authority. You want to play with authority. You want to play with pace. Assertive, aggressive without being careless. I guess the biggest challenge you'd say when you think of different teams, and it would be focus. And for us, how can we not be focused? That's obviously we need it every single day here forward. So. I don't see this as any different. Yes, it is what you've said, a different opponent and a different situation. But it's with every team. It's about them. It's about us in this case, and what we have to do. And we have to play our best every night. And that's going to push us to get better and better. And that nothing else can be a distraction. I should probably say.
For the most part, the last several games, Don, you guys have really done a good job controlling possession. What's going to be the key to translating that possession into high danger chances and getting to the inside?
Well, you'll never get to the inside as much as you want to, because no matter how much inside you want more and more and more. We generated enough to score. We didn't score the other night, right? We had 0 goals on whatever 15, 18 chances, whatever it may have been. And I think our 5-on-5 numbers, when you look at the league, we're top 5, scoring 5-on-5. So it's our scoring is not gone anywhere. Our power play has. That's hurt us. And then, you know, there's a psyche to that. You feel, and I say those numbers because the psyche is we've been awful scoring this year, when really we haven't. 5-on-5, we've struggled on the power play. So I mean, we're doing good things, and we'll always keep demanding for better. Simple as that. We're meeting today. There's ways to be better, ways to create more chances and do things that would help us convert more goals. So we'll keep pushing that initiative.
Don, you talked about the idea of being decisive and being aggressive. In the act of killing plays, sometimes if you're over-aggressive, you can overplay the puck. How do you manage that?
You do manage it. Obviously, film, communication, it's a process, but you'd much rather make an error as a coach. You'd much rather have your player make an error being aggressive than passive. But, you know, if all these teams are playing it right, there's layers of support. I mean, the next layer should be behind and reloading behind on every team that you play. So it allows their primary player closest to the puck to be aggressive. If you make a mistake, you've probably jarred the player enough that your second guy is going to be able to close him if you missed him. You know, and that's pretty much around the league. I'd say every team is, you know, it's not even a system thing. It's, you know, when your team plays aggressive, that means the next 4 players away from the puck are reloading to support defensively. So even if you botch it, the next layer's there.
Communication's free, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Who's in goal today?
Who would you like?
Whoever you like.
Geez, you're the coach. I mean, who would you like? Opie's in that today. Yeah. So.
I know you talked about before in the league that turnarounds and deadlines and quick turns are normal. You have to get used to the NHL schedule. With the snow this weekend, the game being moved up an hour, just how did that impact maybe normal operations for the last 36 hours?
Well, we've had a lot of hockey. We would have gone 9 days without a day off or without a rest day, which is a lot. So you're faced with yesterday, and is it a curse? Is it a blessing? You don't know until today, right? till the game. But they were in need of some rest as well, and rest and recovery. So the good of it is they got more rest and recovery, which they hadn't had and probably wouldn't have had if we skated yesterday. So, you know, what that means, you never know till the puck drops. But as I said, when you have a day off, I know players come back, they're a little lethargic the first few drills of practice, and you know, you can't afford to have that happen when you're playing a game. So we've got to combat against that.